Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Triple Threat Podcast. Now, for the regular people that usually show up to the podcast, you can see something is a little different today. I am by myself today. My co-host Ethan is not feeling too well today. Hopefully, he gets better with whatever he has and joins us for next week's episode. Now, today's episode is going to be a short episode, not because of Ethan being sick, only because this episode really didn't have that much stuff happen like the past episodes have. Doesn't mean it's going to be a fun one though. So sit back, get your popcorn, relax, and enjoy the podcast. In the start of the episode, we get back to camp with our loser team from last episode. Kristen and Rick overheard like, "Oh my God, we finally did it! We hid a fake idol," which me even forgot to mention that it was a fake idol last episode. But if you wasn't watching Survivor and you went to the podcast, why are you going to? But anyway, they're all pretty sober and so good. And then we get tree mail. And I forgot what the tree mail said, but basically it's hinting to everybody that there's going to be a tribal swap. I will not have figured that out probably because I'm dumb. Part of why I will not be in Survivor probably. That's why I stick to watching on the couch. But anyway, Christian tells Rick to tell everyone in their alliance that, okay, Rick, you found the idol. It makes sense for you, the one found the idol, because you're the idol hunter, not me. So they agreed to it, and they go tell everybody in their alliance that they have found the Billie Eilish idol and give it to Aubrey. So they tell everyone, but there's one person they forgot to tell, and we'll get back to that in a minute. Now, starting in the episode, you have all the teams coming back, going ready for a challenge, it looks like. Which, in the background, it looked like it was going to be a fun challenge. Because I seen one the challenge things they was do in the background. It was the one when you pick up and you move the ball around so again, which they already did that before, but still a fun one. Now, this is when it gets very interesting. Because before we get into any discussions, here's Jeff over here asking everybody to snap their fingers. Weird, I know. But all of a sudden he starts rapping and I actually got it down right here. I'm gonna try my best to not mess up with it. So here we go. Now the season's in the hand of the fans. They're calling the shots. It's out of our hands. They pick the buffs you're wearing today and the rice and supplies. Well, they say no way, and now it's time to drop our other fan vote, the dangerous kind, the one will cut your throat. So are you ready to drop your plans? Are you ready to drop your hands? Are you ready to drop your buffs? Because the fans have spoken, it's time to drop your buffs. By the way, banger right there. I did not know Jeff can rap like that. Literally in the episode, and so before they do the first challenge. Yeah, I think it was D comes over who's like, oh, there's the rap legend or something like that. But yeah, I did not know Jeff can do that. But anyway, they basically switch tribes already, which we already went over last episode. Who's in what tribe and so again now, because I'm not going over again. I do not have the information on me. And I'm not going to remember at the top of my head who's I'm with. But I could tell you something interesting. And the tribe that Coach is in, very interesting what happens. Because Coach and Christian gets in the same tribal again. Because they was in the same tribal before, they're going the same one again. What's all to that? But when Coach goes to Christine and tells her that she needs to do less talking this time. That last time, that almost got her voted off last time. And then she starts crying. Now, that's understandable if someone tells you you almost got voted off because you talk too much. I mean, wow. But then she gets over and she's like, I'm so glad Coach has told me this. I'm going to learn from this. And I'm going to try my best and not do this again. Then we arrive at the other island. We have D over here talking to Suri over here like, oh my god, I love her. She's the best. I want to keep her around, keep her safe. John comes over here like, D, no, we need to get her out as soon as possible. D's over here like, but why? I love her. Everybody loves her. I mean, literally, everybody loves her. And Jonathan's like, that is a bad thing to have on Survivor. Everybody loves her. Nobody wants to vote her off. Because if you remember in her season, I forgot what season it was, like Ethan said, she only got voted out because everybody else had an idol to make sure they didn't get voted off. She would probably have made it longer, or probably made it to the finals, if she didn't get voted up like that. But now, she's over here like, okay, Jonathan's right. I cannot trust Suri. I like her, but I need to get her out here. Now, you all remember that certain someone I mentioned in the beginning that was in the Rick's Alliance that they forgot to mention about the idol? Well, before the tribal swap and kit, Christian comes over here to Emily, whispering like, oh, by the way, Oliver has an idol. That's all he says. Emily is over here like, what? You're just now telling me this now? I thought we was in an alliance. How can I trust you now? So you know what the first thing she does? She tells Q and Ozzy that Aubrey has an idol. What the heck? I know you're mad that they forgot to mention it to you, but wait till you have time for them to explain to you what happened. But literally, not that long after, and so okay, she goes to Christian and tells like, oh, by the way, I tell Q and Ozzy that Aubrey has an idol. What? What? Okay, so you telling Q and Ozzy, I don't know what's it, Ozzy, that Aubrey has an idol. I want to tell Christian that you told him. And he's over here like, oh my god, why would she do that? What the heck? But ends up forgiving her in the end. If it was me, no. Emily, no. Speaking of drama, we have some drama between Charlie and Rizzo. No drama that's in the open. The only reason we knew about this drama is because of Charlie. This drama, it's only Charlie's point of view. Rizzo doesn't have a problem with Charlie. But Charlie has a problem with Rizzo. Because last night, when he was talking about this, we get a flashback. When Rizzo was talking about like, oh yeah, I voted for, I forgot her name, it was his number one. I didn't vote for her. No. Whenever she was about the women, I did not vote for her. And I got Charlie mad. He's like, I'm sorry, your number one was up there about to win and so get, but you did not vote for her? What? Now, I told myself this every time, I don't know if I told Ethan this, if me and him was in Survivor and either, like, he was the top two and I was in the jury, I would 100% pick him. Honestly, I will listen to his reason and stuff like that, but I still pick him either way because he's going to be my number one. He's my best friend. Of course, I'm going to pick him to win. But that gets Charlie mad. And I don't blame Charlie for being bad. Now Charlie's over here like, he is not making it to the jury no matter what. I don't care about how to vote him out as soon as possible. He's not making it to the jury. And now we get to the challenge. It is an immunity and a reward challenge. I'll get to what the reward is after I describe what the challenge is. So, for any Survivor fans that has been watching Survivor for I don't know how long now, pretty sure they had this like 2 seasons ago, or actually last season probably. But basically, you got one person on top of this tower in Solar Gate, giving the directions to the rest of the team because everybody is blind. They cannot see or anything. They had to go around collecting these rings up because these rings are everywhere. So they had to go up and get these rings and then bring them back. Then, while they're also blind, the caller has to drag them all over to the puzzle. And they had to do the puzzle blind while the caller's still telling them what to do. Now, we got 3 callers here. We got... Give me a second. Kristen, Camilla, and Chrissy. Now, what do they end up winning? The first team ends up getting about 3 to 4 chickens. But the second winner gets 1 chicken, which that is a huge Survivor. You can A, cook the chickens, or B, let them live and get eggs, which to be fair was me. I would at least cook one of them if I was in the number 1 team winning. Cook one of them and you still have some left over. That's gonna be good. At the end of the challenge, you got Sela and Kylu, probably saying these names wrong. Both winning was Sela winning the 3 to 4 chickens and Kyle winning the 1. And obviously, we already know who's going to travel. Fato, whatever you say. I can't pronounce their names. This is usually even. I'm trying my best. Anyway, they started talking about who they're following out, and so again, and we get the travel canceled. They go through the thing, and we end up phoning off Q. Poor Q. He is the 4th person of Survivor, technically 5th person of Survivor eliminated. And, well, we forgot to mark him out, but we will mark him out soon. Salute Q, because he's now gone. What about Q? Now, we need to talk about who the MVP of this episode is. Now, me even didn't get a chance to discuss who, because we was going to wait to see if anybody on our channels say who it is. But we didn't get anybody, so I'm going to pick for us, because even it's not here. He's not feeling well. I'm going to say Camilla. Why? All because of that challenge of theirs. She got her team so fast and easily. Literally, she gave so easy directions. I think I could have followed them. And I'm kind of dumb, so that's saying something. Especially in the puzzle challenge. You could not ever tell they was blind, probably, of how fast it was going with her directions. So that's why I'm going to say Camilla was the MVP of that episode. But that's going to be it for this episode. I know it's a short one, and not what you all expected. Hopefully by next week, Ethan feels better, and he gets back on the podcast. Like always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a like, and put notifications on if you want to see other videos, and that way you won't forget. Until next podcast video, I've been your host, Quentin, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!